Don't go to bed with no price on your head.
It's also going to affect people who do porn on the top level.
Porn rap star. What's up? It's your boy Drizzy Drake, and you are now rocking with Pain.
Now,
live on the stage, back on my shit. Now I'm thinking dick to a porn thing. Back to my rap shit, no cap shit. Can't say shit. Just actually good shit. Got mad to hit. Your boys can't watch from the sideline. As I get mine like a rich tie. Don't get carried by the rock side. As I try to get my broke dance like apartheid. South Africa.
we worship.
After you laughter. For the boys who thought it was safe after I left the game. Now I'm back at the game. Ain't a damn thing changed. Still the same. The only thing that changed, I got some gray in my mind.
Yo, what's going on, my smokers? It's time to smoke this over. Welcome to the Smokers Lounge. You know, I am Kavanaugh, the Southern Champ. Y'all know me as Ollie Pounder Check. Maybe I need to just go by Ollie Pounder Check. This is my name moving forward. But we'll discuss that and more anyway. So, yeah, this is the solo episode. So, you know, this is sponsored by Past That Apparel, SmokeKind.com, the best when it comes to King of THCA, Sarah J CBDs, pain, stress relief, even got lube for your sexual need. Please use my promo code BOBBIE to get 10% off your next order or first order from Sarah J CBDs. Remember, BOBBIE, get 10% off your next order. And the Odyssey Lounge. Please go to odysseylounge.net and go ahead and join the tribe. If you into the swinging, the lifestyle, all that good stuff, yeah, this community you need to be a part of. They throw events every Friday and Saturday themed, and couples, singles, LGBTQ, all is welcome, all is wanted. Come find your tribe here in North Carolina at the Odyssey Lounge, odysseylounge.net. So, yeah, people. And also don't forget about the sports side of the STO podcast family, Pro Wrestling Smoke. Now, speaking about Pro Wrestling Smoke, I had a dilemma in a conversation with some people. And Pro Wrestling Smoke going to be its own podcast. It is a part of the STO podcast family, but I'm going to have a different account, and you're going to be able to go to another spot to listen to it. Which means that I have to go through the staking trouble of building up the platform again for me to get advertising. So there you go. So I will be dropping episodes weekly over there for Wrestling Smoke. Please check out I will put the link in the description of this podcast so y'all can find it, as well as you know, on YouTube and so forth. So that I might even do the secondary page that I got, which is Bull City Pro. I might change it to Pro Wrestling Smoke altogether. We'll see. We gonna see, because it been biting at me to separate. What I mean is, when you want to hear Pro Wrestling Smoke, you have to look through the other Smokers Lounge stuff. And two, also, Smokers Lounge is more, you know, porn, sexual, you know, and I'm trying to get interviews with some of these pro wrestlers. It seemed like, because I guess I talk about sex shit, they don't want to come on. And trust me, I done reached out to Shook D and the whole nine. Even some of the people that, you know, are podcasting themselves. It's like, damn. No one wants to come on my show to talk pro wrestling. So maybe this might help. I don't know. But Yeah, that was going to be. So yeah, I'm going to have to run 2 accounts, and there you go. And the good thing is, I just need y'all to, listen. Run the numbers up for me. So there you go. So anyway, also, a new addition is coming to the STO podcast family. On the risque side of things, the Premium Smoke Room. Should I tell you, should I not? No. Serenity Willow officially is a part of the STO podcast family. And we're going to be talking cosplay, nerd shit, and porn. And it's naughty and nerdy with Serenity Willows. So, yeah. Told y'all, I'm going to keep 4 co-hosts at all times. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully she stays around for a nice long time, you know. Because, of course, Queen Bunny, she's heading towards a year. Well, close to a year. And, of course, you know my day one, my ace, Miss Big Queen. So, you know what I'm saying? Miss Big Queen, she got an episode dropping this weekend, as well as my girl Queen Bunny B. So y'all be on the watch out for that. But yeah, I'll let you know when that's dropping and whole nine. I also got a Project Content House dropping this weekend with Livy Blaine and the people that's in her content house that she was doing in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And a new Premium Smoke podcast episode. So there you go, people. So, oh man, it's been an interesting couple days, weekend, wherever. Of course, I worked. I enjoyed I got one day to spend time with Mama Milk, and looking forward to 2 weeks having a weekend off, probably my last one for a long time, and working on setting up my coming out of retirement as far as on the adult film side of things. And like I told y'all before, I have a list. There's ladies that I've been chit-chatting with that I'm going to hook up with. And it's crazy because even though it's also kind of to go with the podcast, because I do want to do, because I haven't seen nobody ever do an episode where they did it before the scene and after. Where you interview, y'all talk about what y'all about to do, talk about whatever, and then we shoot the scene, and then boom. Right after the scene is over, we come on the camera and we talk about the scene and so forth and how it was working with each other. I'm trying to come with different content ideas and stuff like that to not only get y'all to the Premium Smoke Room, but also to give y'all entertainment, you know. And trust me, it's a lot of work. It's interesting because when I sit back and I look at everyone that's getting into podcasts, and I'm looking at all the podcasts, and shouts out to everyone at the Urban X this past weekend, the winners, the nominees. I didn't get nominated for Urban X. I never get nominated for Urban X. I get nominated for ABN, but never Urban X, never ASN. Maybe Urban X don't like me. But then again, I really didn't try to get. I didn't go through the pre-nom process, but no, congratulations to everyone that was nominated and who won. But even more so than that, I'm the only motherfucker that got a goddamn podcast network, official podcast network. My boy Tech, he's getting his shit together, so I ain't gonna be the only one after a while, but. It's going to be funny how I'm going to start seeing motherfuckers, y'all start doing the showing the titties and, you know, and all that. So I'm just waiting on one of you motherfuckers to say and talk about some network. Then I'm just going to send you a tweet saying you're welcome. You know? So But yeah, it's like I'm the only motherfucker that's interviewing people from a content house. See, I'm a trendsetter. I just don't go with trends. You feel me? But yeah, but it's a lot that I want to do on the content end. Not just on the porn side of things, but just in general. You know. But the thing is, me breaking my cherry. Who's going to be the lady that is going to be? I thought it was one, but that, to be honest with you, she's hot right now. It's nowhere in here that I'm going to get her, work with her before the end of the year. That's not going to happen. And there's 3. But we're going to see. Because, like I said, when I went to Phoenix, I thought my cherry was going to be busted in. It wasn't. I thought before that, when 2 ladies supposed to came to Raleigh, well, actually supposed to came to Durham, but y'all know what it is. The point I'm trying to make is, it's like, it reminds me why I retired, because, yeah, I'm having everything set up. I found my cameraman. Now it's just finding the lady, we set the date. So I'm gonna keep y'all tuned on that and everything. Yeah, we gonna keep that going. So, well, a lot of trailers, movies, casting, so much stuff that I had the pleasure of watching these past couple of days. And where it's so interesting that D23 or D2, whatever they call it, where it's Disney's rollout. And we got Ahsoka season 2. I've seen her trailer. I've seen the trailer for Avengers Doomsday. We the announcement of the X-Men cast, which actually brought backlash, which is funny because I also watch Lantern, which I'm going to talk about as well. Now, what is so crazy about the backlash is that it was the announcement of who Storm was. And what is so interesting, that Maya Boyd is Storm. She was announced to be Storm. Let me see here. And she is a gorgeous young lady. Let's take a look, shall we? Hold on, let me pull this up. And, I find it interesting that the army was, she ain't dark-skinned enough. She's not dark-skinned enough. Now, if you want to be technical about it, Storm is actually African. And we're not supposed to see Storm until Black Panther 3. But if you look at her, put her in white hair, she looks the goddamn part. Y'all didn't bitch when Halle Berry was Storm. The other girl that played Storm in Apocalypse, because she had the mohawk. So we about to get this gorgeous, sexy ass woman as Storm. I'm confused. And she has to be young enough to last for a decade. Hold on, let's go here. To last for a decade. You have to be joking. I can't believe this is even an argument. We had the same argument when your boy from Lantern, when they named, wait, Pierre, ouch. I'm sorry, I keep biting my damn tongue. Hold on. When Aaron Pierre was named Jon Stewart, really? Jon Stewart, dark skin. But y'all ain't say shit about Nick Fury becoming the Black Ball Man. we jumped for joy for that. But traditionally, Nick Fury was a white man. They took away Atlantis and made Namor Aztec, Mexican. Which makes sense because you already got a Samoan playing Atlantean, which it ain't gonna fry what you mad at. But what's interesting about all this is that to me it's a dumbass argument. Why the fuck are y'all tripping about her being picked to play this role? Kylo Ren, hold on, excuse me. AKA Adam Driver, is going to be Mr. Sinister. So we probably gonna get Mr. Sinister in the MCU. Now, I'm curious to see the guy that played Professor X. We already got Jean Grey. She already showed up in Spider-Man, which I haven't seen yet. Kit Connor as Cyclops. Samira Weaving as Emma Frost. So I am curious to see Adam Driver as Mr. Sinister. Now, I am a comic book fanatic, geeked out. He looks the part, and two, why no one should be surprised because he was in Star Wars as Kylo Ren as a Sith Lord. So, how far-fetched is that? You about to have Ryan Gosling play Ghost Rider, and he's in Starfighter. I'm looking forward to the X-Men movie. But the Avenger Doomsday, the trailer, for everyone that was crying and bitching when they said Robert Downey was going to play Dr. Doom, if that trailer don't fucking convince you that he can pull this shit off, hell answer to me because I'm doomed. And if you read the comic books, you already know what's coming. We're going to get Battle World. This is the second Secret Wars, not the Secret Wars that I grew up on. When we first were introduced to Beyond, this is the new one. Now, I'm curious about if they're going to be a Beyonder. I'm pretty sure Franklin Richards is going to be a part of this. I am looking forward to it. Plus, for what I heard, the pre-ticket sales 4 months out is at 65% to what Spider-Man was doing in ticket sales. So expect this Adventure Doomsday to break records. But the next one to break records. X-Men to break records. And if you think that Black Panther 3 ain't going to break records, think again. Oh, and I'm so curious to see what Denzel Washington's going to do in Black Panther. I'm curious to see the story. I'm curious to see who the villain is, how this going to be implemented when it comes to, Secret Wars and all that. Curious to see it. But the interesting thing is that we are going to get a TV series because they didn't cancel all the black ones and all the other ones. Daredevil will, I think, going to have one more season. I hope not. I hope it goes on. But we supposed to get a Vision Quest. And I love the fact that Ultron is back. This is going to be interesting. I love it. James Spader, I'm sorry. This is going to be a good TV series. But I noticed that DC kills it on TV series, Marvel kills it on the movies, which brings me to Lantern. I've been waiting for them to bring Green Lantern to a movie screen. TV series. This show, just from the first episode, is going to be better than the Penguin, and the Penguin is still, in my opinion, the best superhero TV show to date. Penguin, hands down, was the best superhero-ish, whatever show. I would say second would be WandaVision, and then Wonder Man a good, strong third. Then I go into the Arrowverse, but I know it's just the first episode, but just the way it's being done, the storytelling, the subtlety of the ring and the power. And I agree with John Campea. He's on YouTube. I listen to him a lot lately. First of all, they nailed Hal Jordan down to a T. Shut up about Aaron Pierre. He's perfect for John. The fact that his dad wanted him to be a Lantern so bad that he used to have him put an apple on his head and ask him, "Are you afraid?" He said no, and shot the apple off his head. Boy didn't flinch. I like the interrogation scene. I agree with him on it. The interrogation scene was tight. It was like Bubba was like, Hal just kept saying, "You an alien, dog. I know you an alien. Stop bullshitting me. I know you." So when the alien five was like, so okay, hypothetically speaking, what if I have this? I don't you think I would go through spades, pain, taking extremes to hide myself and so forth? We saw how powerful the ring was when the dude tried to blow up the damn town. I was like, dude, I just put a bum around you and let you blow up. That we did. The subtleties in this TV series is amazing. Trust me, I am glued to that TV every fucking Sunday at 9 o'clock. I am there. I am there. I love it. I love the series. Also, I did see the final episode, well, the season finale of House of Dragons. If you read the book, we about to see Rhaenyra become a real bitch. And it's going to be interesting because these motherfuckers be dying like hard, yo, with dragons and shit, burnt to death. I be like, man, God, Jesus. Yeah, because Rhaenyra supposed to take one. So I'm curious to see this. And they're saying that her uncle / baby daddy, he became the Ice King. So I'm looking forward to the next season. I see Mobland coming back, all my shows coming back. And of course I did watch Fightland. Fightland is alright. This episode was interesting because he's basically trying to upend. He's trying to upend their shit to make the guy come out, but they don't know where he's at. He also showed he has a heart because, spoiler alert, he saved dude. He saved the guy that was going to get blown up because they tried to blow up the casino. You know what I'm saying? Not to kill everybody, but to slow shit down. Because he's trying to cause chaos. But the funny part is that the daughter, one thing 50 gonna have is a bad, mean-ass boss bitch in his shows. And yeah, the daughter is that. She ain't playing. So I'm liking Fightland, you know what I'm saying? What have you and everything. And that pretty much on my TV takes and stuff that I was watching. Like I said, one thing DC really does a good job with their TV shows. I can't even explain it, but it's just like, it's like DC wants to make a good TV show. They're not worried about connect the dots with so much. While Marvel tries to make a TV show that connects the dots. You know, they literally, I said this to everybody, they try to literally make the comic book into a TV. And sometimes it don't correlate because certain characters may not translate on TV. They got rid of a lot of series that they dropped. And, you know, Mahershala Ali is signed to a deal as Blade. He just ain't going to have a movie. So, with some tell me he's going to appear in Ghost Rider. So I wonder if they're going to do the car. They better do the motorcycle. Fuck that. I better see that. So, but but yeah, there's on the TV front or what have you. So, cause that was mainly what, yeah, it was a lot of TV that I watched. You know, I guess what else can we talk about? Well, I guess y'all want to hear some political shit. That 60 days thing that UMAMO, whatever the fuck it is now ended. We still at war, ladies and gentlemen. And a lot of talk about the midterms or what have you. But starting to see a little chatter about 2028. Now, I was watching this YouTube video. This guy was asking the different AI fact shits and chat GPT and what we call it. Who you think out of these names will become the next president? Only, I think two said, one said DeSantis. I think one is probably the one for True Social, probably. I didn't get to watch the end of it. But the name that kept popping up was Shapiro. Not Ben Shapiro, not that dumb fuck. No. The governor of Pennsylvania. I said this. Y'all can go look back. I said Shapiro should have been the vice president. If he was the vice president, Kamala would have won. Because the man that was standing behind her, the men would have been like, oh, yeah. So if something happened to her, and he'll put her, he could put her in check. Yeah. Because that's how dumb motherfuckers think. It ain't about her, it's about the dude that's standing behind her. If her husband was a former president, y'all might would have voted in. But her picking walls doomed her to get blown out. But yeah, Shapiro, I kept hearing, oh, he's against Israel or Palestine or wherever the fuck it is. But he's a governor. He's in the middle. So in the middle that he would not scare Republican voters. Way more intelligent. We've seen the work that he done in Philadelphia, in Pennsylvania. There's your next guy. Gavin Newsom, I guarantee you, after it's all said and done, in 2028, it will be Shapiro that will be the nominee for the Democrats. I don't see, Gavin is going to come close, but I don't see Gavin getting it. AOC, y'all not going to vote for her because she's a woman and she's too extreme. Women ain't going to vote for her. Gavin, because he's Gavin. But Shapiro, I think, has the best chance of becoming president. I think he's the one that's going to get picked. I think he should be the leader of the party. It's because the simple fact is that one, he's going to work across the aisle, and he know how to talk. He know how to politic. See, what people got to understand is whoever gets in that seat, they ain't going to do but so much. Because unless you have a Democratic House and a Democratic Senate, that is cooperative. Because y'all do remember when we had a Democratic Senate, what kept happening? Your boy from West Virginia wouldn't budge. because he worried about coal mines. We don't want to lose coal. No, put something about coal in the bill that I might sign. He sided with the Republicans. Y'all forgot about that. Y'all forgot about that. See, the midterms, how can I put this? The midterms, it should go the way of the Democrats. But I just got a feeling they ain't getting both the Senate or the House. They get one or the other. Now, I do believe that they're gonna, if they're gonna make gains, I think they'll get the Senate. But the way it's looking, they should get both. Because when you got Texas, places that are red that right now got blue senators that are within striking distance or ahead. And Texas talking about THCA. Oh, you fucking with the young folk. North Carolina, same thing. I'm saying this again. If you see something up there saying something about THCA, if it says make it legal, yes. If it says make it illegal or restrict it harder, no. See, understand, it ain't America. It ain't America that picked this nigga, that picked Trump. The Republicans did. It's just the people that voted for him was fooled and hoodwinked, thinking that he was going to actually help the economy. He was going to help America. See, once again, as a president, there ain't but so much he could do. They ain't gonna so much they're gonna allow him to do. But part of that is he tries to do for the people. Trump ain't done shit. It's like I told you, I said it was funny. You know how Pinocchio, his nose grows when he lies? Well, Scott Jennings, he lied so much he grew a beard. And he getting thicker every week. Then, you know, he's gonna be down here after a while. Look like ZZ Top. Y'all have to realize that when it comes to these midterms, the GOP is worried and Trump is worried. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say the Democrats need to go ahead and mail it in and say, yeah. No, because here's the thing. A lot of people expect the Democrats to do this and that. There ain't so much they can do because, once again, they don't have the president as a Democrat. So there you go. Once again, I keep telling you, veto. Trump has veto power. Once he vetoes, it comes back. They have to veto his veto. Y'all can't Google this. This is no lie. This is some shit that you actually learned in civil class. You need to realize and understand that the reason why all these prices is going up and all this is because there's no programs in place. They're not trying to put any programs in place that decreases the prices. The reason why, because they're too busy trying to get money up for a ballroom that was never needed. And every time when somebody votes him down, what he says, he's treasonous, they're a traitor. Oh, so the judge is a traitor because she said you can't continue to destroy the White House for you to build a ballroom that is not necessarily needed? Because you're so worried that after you leave the White House that nobody would give a fuck about you and you'll be a forgotten president. No, dummy, you would never be forgotten. You'll go down as the worst president of all time. Actually, you'll go down in the era of stupidity. Think about this for a second. He actually decided to back out of what is this, a military exercise with South Korea, worried about what North Korea might think. It said him and Kim Jong-un on good terms. When? Now, if you're trying to make peace between North Korea and South Korea, okay, I get that, but when do you have time to be friendly with you dealing with Iran? You got tariff. You too busy worried about reflecting pool, getting more money. Oh, getting a bill to pass that's going to restrict voting and make the federal government have control over voting and who gets to vote and everything. Project 2025. Handmaiden tale. See, I told y'all, the man's going to make y'all rethink the presidency. He going to make y'all be like, what the fuck? I'm just being real, man. I'm just being 1% real, bro. At the end of the day, if you want to make change, I get voting, okay? I keep telling everybody, you got to vote by your tax bracket. Like I said before, it's just crazy how they have a new dirty word, socialism. Trump lied so damn much, he can't even keep it with the lie. It was just crazy shit that he left all them people on the plane. He got off the plane. They rode the plane could have got blown up if the Iranians was going to actually do a plot to take him out. Let me tell you what's going on. Let me explain something to you. I know everybody, and I know the news saying that Trump is killing our allies and killing our, with NATO and and with the tariffs and all this shit. Let me tell you what the world is doing. They're counting the days to 2029. When his ass has to walk out of that White House. And they'll be back talking to us. The only thing that ain't going to change is Iran. Trust me, Hedgepeth, so many of his people is going to get impeached, fired. They ain't even going to try to impeach Trump. And see, the problem is that I told y'all, he originally became president to try to get out of going to jail. He came back because he figured I can enrich myself as president of the United States. Who gonna check me, boo? Everything he's done has actually been for the rich and himself. He ain't done shit for the poor. What happened to that $2,000 he said everybody supposed to be getting? That Doge cut shit. But yet, red pill, they sing his praises. So, and I think that's it. I don't think I have anything else to talk about. I'm seeing some stuff about Noah Wells update. Once I get the reason why I ain't talked about Noah Wells but so much, other than with Officer Tatum, I don't want. That's out of my wheelhouse and beyond my depth. Until I hear more information, that information, what is it to talk about? I'm just going to say this. In my opinion, something shady happened. Somebody covering it up. Now, whether the white boys had something to do with it, or what have you, it's some bullshit going on. Someone covering it up. I ain't gonna front. It's crazy to me that they went to Officer Tatum for an interview twice. Why is he getting the inside? Oh, yeah, y'all heard me talk about that. Yeah. And for him, he is not even that. How can I put this? He already has disdain when it comes to people of his own color to a certain extent. He don't hate them, but also who these people are, what they are, and who they're connected to. So I told you, the new Griff is being a black conservative. I told you, this world now is about controversy. It's about the more controversial you are, the more likely you're going to go viral, the more you're going to make money. Being an asshole, talking shit about people, all that. But that's just how the game is, man. You play the game, I guess, to win it. So, oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm done. I gave y'all enough or what have you and everything. Like I said, I will talk about lanterns. I'm also looking forward for the drop, the snowfall. I think that's at the end of this month. That's next month, I think. And like I said, I'm looking to see some Strange World. I forgot to mention. I should have said something about Strange World. Let me tell you something. Strange World is my shit. I love it. Okay. The fact they're on the planet that they were hide the whole time, I want in. And even though it's the final season, you got to put Pike up there as one of the top captains. I'm just saying. You got to put Pike up there. I'm sorry. Pike is that fucking deal. He's just too cool, even to the hair. That hair don't move. But yeah, but that's enough what having. So anyway, since we at the end of this, you know what you need to do. Let me put it up. First, we begin here. QR code, you know what it is. Go to the place where the conversation gets saucier. The boobies come out. Dildos might pop out. You don't know what pop off unless you subscribe. The risque side of the STO podcast family, the Premium Smoke Room. Talk about soon to be 5 podcasts, plus special episodes such as Project Content House, as well as the VIP Smoke Room, where some music, some titties, saucy conversation, and questions from the premium smokers that gets answered by my guests. You feel me? Plus, you know, I have my own store where you can see my work as I get ladies to work because Big D growing the sticks. You feel what I'm saying? Also, don't forget, here on Spotify, I have a member section with two wonderful podcasts. Savage Smoke, as I talk to the industry, top male talents and producers. We give you that real smoke about the industry from a male's point of view. And I got some heaters coming up. You feel me? As well as Had the Smoke on it. I plan to record some episodes where I get very controversial with some unpopular opinions and my true thoughts. And I really don't hold back shit, you know, period. So I think I might be seeing a lot of conversation about Stephen A. and so forth. So I might have a conversation about that. You feel what I'm saying? Actually, what I am going to talk about is FBA versus, you know, the non-American born, you know, the Africans, what have you. And to me, the absurdity and the stupidity of it. But I get it. So, I will be discussing that in depth, you know, period. So, but that's only for subscribers. So wherever you eat that premium smoke, which for the first month, $6.25, $25 after, trust me, it's worth your time. Over 400 episodes for you to watch and binge. 21 and up, people, grown folk only. Or you had the smoke on it, or you looking for some Savage Smoke, please subscribe to the smoke. Also, hit this promo code, and guess what? That'll take you to our Telegram group, The Smoke Is Over, where over there you get to interact with some of my special guests, as well as my co-hosts. Plus, you know what I'm saying, you get exclusive news, like interviews that's coming, who's going to appear, what premium smoke episodes is dropping, so forth, all that good stuff. Plus, also, I'm going to put up polls for the people to answer, you know what I'm saying? Tell us what you want to talk about, what you like, all that good shit. Please hit the promo code for the Telegram. If you don't see the promo code, well, it's in the description. So there you go. So now, with that being said, also don't forget the sports side of the podcast family, Pro Wrestling Smoke, people. So be on the lookout for the link for Pro Wrestling Smoke so you can check that out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So with that being said, you know, we in these things all day, every day. Life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience if you haven't learned anything? Smoke this over. We out.